Gautam Buddha once said, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." This powerful quote emphasizes that the true battle lies within. Often, our restless minds become our greatest obstacle to peace. What if you could calm the thoughts racing in your head and take charge of your mind? In this video, we'll explore how to break free from the cycle of endless thoughts and find inner peace. So stay with me until the end of this video. If you enjoy watching inspirational stories, then like this video and subscribe to our channel. Now let's dive in the video 7 ways to clear your mind of endless thoughts. Once upon a time, in a town, there lived a young man named Ken. He had a problem. His mind was always restless, always filled with negative thoughts. He often regretted his past decisions, thinking, "I wish I had done things that way," or "I should have handled that differently." At other times, he would worry excessively about the future, fearing, "What if things don't go as planned? What if I fail? If I make a mistake, people will laugh at me." His mind was always clouded with such anxieties. He was always lost in his own thoughts and desperately wanted to free himself from his mental turmoil. Ken wished for a mind that was free from useless thoughts, but instead, he faced an unending flood of ideas that left him feeling deeply troubled in life. Ken wished for a mind that was free from useless thoughts, but instead, he faced an unending flood of ideas that left him feeling deeply troubled in life. One day, someone told him about a wise monk who lived in a nearby forest and suggested that the monk could help solve his mental struggles. Hearing this, Ken immediately set off to meet the monk. After hearing Ken's concerns attentively, the monk asked, "What do you seek to learn from me?" "Master, I want to quiet my mind. It's always flooded with thoughts, and I can't focus on anything. Please teach me how to clear my mind." The monk smiled and said, "Solutions come only when we understand the root of the problem. Tell me, have you ever tried to understand your own mind?" Ken confessed, "I've tried, but the more I try to understand it, the more mysterious it becomes." The wise monk replied, "Fill this earthen pot halfway with stones. Now, choose one stone from this and carve a small statue out of it for me. I know you're a skilled artist." Ken took out one stone and began carving it in front of the monk. As he worked, he felt that this stone wasn't good enough. He took out another stone from the pot, but he didn't like that one either. He then selected a third stone, but even that didn't satisfy him. As he continued doing this, he removed all the stones from the pot, trying one after the other. The monk watched him closely the entire time. Finally, the monk said, "Take the first stone you picked and carve it, understanding that after this you have no other stone left. This is the only stone you have." Following the monk's advice, Ken focused solely on that one stone and started carving it. He worked with full concentration and eventually created a beautiful statue, which he then presented to the monk. He said, "Master, I never thought such a beautiful statue could be made from this stone." Listening to him, the monk said, "When you have no other choice, you put your entire energy into that one option and make it the best. But when you have many options, you don't choose any stone and no statue gets made." Our mind does the same. It presents us with thousands of choices for one thought. Instead of focusing on the main thought, we get tangled in those thousands of unnecessary thoughts. "Master, I understand your teachings now, but what should I do next? Please guide me." The monk replied, "Emptying the mind and clearing it is not the task of a day or two. It is a long process. Are you prepared for that?" "Yes, master, I'm ready, no matter how long the process takes." The monk replied, "Clearing your mind means opening up mental space and reducing an unwanted flow of thoughts and images. There are 7 ways to keep the mind free from distractions and negative thoughts. Come, let me explain them to you one by one. The first way is to distance yourself from people who drain your energy, those who make you feel small or unworthy. Often, we are surrounded by people who are higher in position or wealth, and in their arrogance, they look down on others. Sometimes, even our friends and family members can be like this, frequently making us feel small or making fun of us in front of others. Stay as far away from such people as you can. These people take away your dignity in your own eyes, making you feel aimless. Eventually, you begin to doubt your own abilities, develop negative feelings towards yourself, and these negative thoughts lead to mental stress and anxiety. The second way is to choose your friends wisely. Make friends with those people from whom you can learn something, people that respect you, people who understand your emotions and whose thinking aligns with yours. After our parents, our friends have the greatest influence on our lives and character. So, it is essential to choose good friends. It is often said, you're the reflection of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If the 5 people around you are honest, you will gradually become honest too. If they are wealthy, you will eventually become wealthy as well. In short, you become like the people you spend time with. Our biggest problem is that we can't say no to people we don't even enjoy being with. We end up spending time with these negative people even if we don't want to. So first, we must learn to say no to those who are not helping us to grow in life. If they weren't in our lives, we might be happier. The third way is to remember that you can never change the past, but you can definitely change your future. Therefore, focus fully on the present and on things you can control. Always remember this: you can only shape the future by living in the present, not by dwelling in the past. So, develop the habit of living in the present. The fourth way is to eat healthy and nutritious food. Our body runs on energy, and the kind of food we eat determines the kind of energy we get. If our body isn't healthy, how can the mind be healthy? When the body is weak or sick, many negative thoughts arise in the mind. A healthy mind resides in a healthy body. So it's our responsibility to keep our body strong and healthy. The fifth way is to focus on yourself. This means paying attention to your own needs, thoughts, and feelings instead of worrying about what others think. Constantly replaying conversations in your mind only creates mental chaos. By focusing on your goals, actions, and growth, you free yourself from what's beyond your control. This practice brings more peace and helps you stay centered on what truly matters to you. The sixth way is to meditate daily. Meditation not only calms the mind but also improves creativity and decision making by reducing mental clutter. It helps you to understand and manage your emotions while also enhancing focus, memory, and self-awareness. Through meditation, we calm our mind and discover the inner peace that is always present. The best time to meditate is in the morning or before going to bed at night. Meditating before sleep improves sleep quality and helps you fall into a deep slumber. If you can't meditate, then spend time alone with yourself daily. Reflect on your behavior and try to observe what kind of thoughts are rising and why. Finally, the monk explained the seventh way. Travel to new places, as there's an old saying, a long journey gives you knowledge equivalent to 100 books. Gautam Buddha traveled continuously for 9 months during his lifetime. The reason for his travels was that visiting new places not only provides knowledge but also brings freshness to the mind. Experiencing different cultures and environments opens up your mind to new perspectives, shifting focus away from your usual worries. Being in nature can provide a mental and emotional break, bringing a sense of calm and peace. The monk concluded, "Don't get trapped in the web of the mind. Don't try to empty the mind. Instead, remember to implement the 7 ways to clear your mind that we just discussed. First, learn to distance yourself from toxic people. Second, make friends with those that help you grow in life. Third, focus on the present. Fourth, eat healthy and nutritious food. Fifth, focus your attention on yourself. Sixth, learn to meditate. And seventh, travel whenever you can. Remember, whatever you do in life, do it with full effort, as if it is the last thing you will ever do. Do it as there is nothing else to do afterward. And when you move on to the next task, focus only on that, not on the second or the third one." Now, I want to know from our viewers, out of all the ways that we discussed to clear our mind, which one do you think you will implement today? Share in the comments below. Friends, I hope you learned something valuable from today's story. See you in the next video. Until then, stay mindful.